Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Fine. So, just wait for a minute. I'm waiting for the. Okay. Just 1 minute, everyone. Right. Just I want to share something, so I'll start from there. So. Can everybody see something on screen?
Yes, sir.
At the same time, can you see? Hope so. These are the questions that I brought from internet that is asked from the one of the TCS type of question paper is there, right? Or Miss General Aptitude Test paper is there. We have gone through the percentage, profit, loss, and lot other thing, right? So I would like that. Let me start today with all this, right? So one area will be there: is are we on the right track or not? And few other things which are like they're asking something which is sometimes of some topics. So related to that also I'll discuss with you. So can you start from question number one? And let me try to understand how fast we can solve this. So can you solve first question, everyone?
Five percent gain.
Very nice. Have you got that 5% gain?
Assuming price to be 100.
Okay, fine. So that's very good. Then assume that both books are bought at rupees 100, right? So my cost price will be total 200, right? And now return that one is sold at 0.8 times. So selling price of first one is 80 rupees, and second is 1.4 times, means 140. So the total selling price is 220. So I get the profit of 20 rupees on cost price of 200, right? If you multiply 100, clear? So overall profit would be how much? So overall, like your gain is 20 rupees, right? So answer would be, according to me, would be 10%. Hope so clear. Are you clear? Those who got 5% answer? Once again, recheck the.
Okay, sir. Oh, I have taken 100 rupees as a cost price.
Okay, fine. So this you take care. This is live type of paper is there. So hope you can understand. So let me try with the next one. Before teaching the next one, right? Hope so. Two equations are required, like whole surface area and volume. All of you possibly know. And in surface area of a part of a circle, this angle is theta. So this is the length of arc, and length of arc equation is theta upon 360 into 2 pi r, and area of the sector, right? So area of sector is equal to theta upon 360 into pi r square. Now using these two idea, hope so you can solve this. Everybody try to solve this. We'll just take few hours, 1 hour, but in between I'll give some lots of shortcuts. How you can solve.
60 pi.
How you got that?
Actually, area is length into r divided by 2.
Yes, you can say that. You can take the ratio of these two. So like length of arc is upon area of sector. If you just divide these two, pi by cancel out, 1 r cancel out. So also you can see the screen at the same time, 2 by r. So area of sector is 1/2 base length equal r into height length equal radius. If you can think in this way. So this sum will be very easier for you, right? So you asked that arc length was 8 centimeter and diameter given 30, so we can say that it is 15. So answer is 60 centimeter square. Oh, sorry, 60. That is the area of sector. Pi will not be there. By mistake, it is written pi, right? Pi will not be there in answer. So you can see that one also. Pi not required. It will be cancelled out. One where pi is written, one is not written. So answer is 60. Also clear. There are 4 options like 120, 125, 60, 65. So answer is 60. There is no pi in this answer. Clear, everyone? Or should I explain again? Everybody simultaneously, can you see my screen? Everyone? Just I cannot get your feedback.
Yes, sir, your screen and camera is visible.
Okay, thank you very much. Just have stop for a while just to get your response. Sorry for that. All right. Now let me go with the third one. If the HCF of 180 and 432 is represented as a 188 plus 432b, that means HCF of 180 and 432 is presented as 188 plus 432b. Then you will find out the difference of A and B. Remaining data is like just redundancies are not required, right? But it's some kind of thing. So anybody? So what is the difference of A and B? So what is HCF of 180 and 432? Anyone? If we just look at 180 and 432 HCF, right? Either you can go with this method or you can find out factorization. My personal method is factorization. I'm not going with this one. Like I can see this is divisible by 9. This is also divisible by 9. Because 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9, 9. This one 80. So 80 is divisible by 4. So 32 is also divisible by 4. So hope so we can find out maximum 9 into 4 because 9 fours are 36. Remaining is what? 5. So it is 9 into 4 into 5. So this will be 9 into 4, 36. So possibly something else will be like 432 if we divide with 9. So 9 uh, 4s are 36, 9 8s are 70. If we divide with 4, the remaining answer is 12. So this is 12. So HCF is this one, 9 into 4. Look, this is very important to understand this way. I write this answer in this form that 9 into 4 equal to 9 into 4 into 5a plus 12b. Are you clear with this? I will take an HCF common, I will cut this. That means 5a plus 12b should be equal to 1. Should be equal to what? 1. Now can you identify two numbers such that 5a plus 12b will be 1? So if I just take the multiple of 5 nearest to the multiple of 12 such that it is either 1 more or 1 less than 1. So if I think that 5 ones are 5, 10, 10 and 12 multiple difference is 2, then 15, then 20, then also 12 to the 24, so difference is 4, 25. So I got this. Means 5 5s are and 12 2s are. If I do minus sign, I'll get 1. So 5 5s are minus 12 2s are is 1. Right? So in that case, your A is 5 and B is minus 2. And if you have the difference between both, so that makes 7. That makes how much? 7. Or it may be minus 7, but option doesn't have minus 7, so I'll take plus 7. Anyone clear in this? Just at least something, someone you reply, so I can go ahead.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, fine. Go with the fourth one, everyone.
$2,500.
2,500. Very nice.
500.
How have you got it?
First, I put the numbers,
Hmm.
of Amitabh,
Okay.
uh, and then so I got 900 interest from that.
Okay.
Then 750 interest is remaining.
Yes, very nice. Okay. And 750 interest is for 5
Is
years of
for
6.
Ranbir.
Yes. So that is good. Look, you can think in this way. 3,000 rupees are there. What is the question? Then Abhishek lends 3,000 to Amitabh, right? This to Amitabh. And specified sum to the Ranbir, right? For business, for some purpose, at a rate of simple 6% per annum, simple interest is there. Look, simple interest is simple because every year remain same, right? So what is the number lent because receive 1650 interest from both after 5 years. So with 6% per annum and multiply by 5 years, that means he is getting 30%. Because every year 6% means 30%, you can say that. 30% of this one, right? So 10% is 300, so 30% is 900. Total interest received is 1650. So remaining is 750. And 750 is 30% of some number that you have to think. So which number is 30% from option? is 715 that you have to think. So we know that like if you look at the option, you can realize that like 10%, 253s are 750 that you can directly conclude. So in this way, you should use option also at the same time, right? So while calculating simple interest, you can use options nicely. So next one. Should I explain again or everybody clear?
It is clear, sir.
So fifth one, anybody got? Sorry, I'm just increasing the size. Anyone? So I'll go with this one. You assume that that number is 100. The total residents are 100. 10% people didn't want. So I'll divide in part. So not wanted. There are 10 people. Next part, that 20 persons are ineligible. So voted but ineligible. Right? So that is 20. So remaining are now 70. So those who voted, also clear. Because 10% are not voted, 20% are residents, means overall residents, means 20 people, right, were found to be ineligible, and 70% people, right, eligible votes were there. Now, so the victorious candidate received 60% of the valid votes. That means even if I divide in these two parts, like 10, so remaining is voted. In voted, I divide in two parts, right? One is ineligible and second is eligible. So 20% ineligible, 70% eligible of this. Right. Now the person who won receives 60% of the valid votes and 288 majority. So if the winner is receiving 60% of the votes, the loser is, or those who lost, he must be receiving 40% of the total vote. So the difference of these two is 20%. Right? And 20%, and these are all about, I'm talking about valid votes. So 20% of the valid votes, so 20% of the valid votes equal to 2880 that they've given. That means, so 20% of valid votes means 70, right? So 20% of 70 of 70, then I can go with, right? So 20% of 70, if I just divide in these two cases, like for 60% winner, 40% loser, right? If I go with this one, so this is 42, this is 42, and this is 28, like that one. So now this person is saying how much more vote. So you can say that it is 4, and you can say that like 4 minus 2, so 14. Right? So he's receiving 14 more votes, right? Than that. So this is all about like criteria. When they are giving something like out of 100, not voted 10, voted 90. Out of the 90, a total of 20% of the residents, they've given 20% of residents found to be ineligible means out of 100, 20 ineligible. So now out of remaining 70 are eligible. Now this 70, right? The difference between the winner and loser is 14. So 14 is this one, right? So this would be something around the question. Hope so. We just
સર પહેલા તમે વોટિંગ માંથી ઇનએલિજિબલ ને કાઢશો પછી તમે નોટ વોટેડ ને ગણશો ને
take minute. Well, did look the people did not vote. 10% did not vote only. To
હા સર
become
એટલે એવું નહીં થાય કે જેમ કે 100 લોકો છે
હા
તો 100 લોકો માંથી 20 લોકો ઇનએલિજિબલ હતા.
ના 10%
હવે જે
કેટલા
બાકીના એલિજિબલ છે એમાંથી 10% લોકોએ નથી વોટ કર્યો
let
તો
me see
ટોટલ
this.
72% ને.
Okay, let me check it out. A total of 20% of the residents were found to be ineligible. Achha. Let me go with that one. So 20 ineligible and let me go with 80 eligible. Right? So this is ineligible. Let me call this is eligible. Now 10% of the people did not vote in the election. That means let me call 10% means 8 not voted, 72 voted. Yes, you are right. And out of 72, yes, I made errors. Thank you for that. And out of 72, right, 60% received by this person, and we can say that 40% received by this person. Difference is 20%, and 20% is how much? Right. So 20% is of 72. That means it is 14.4. So 14.4, this is the case, right? So if you go in this way, 14.4 is the difference between the two votes, right? So 14.4 means how much they have given? 2880. So question is what? How many eligible voters were there? So eligible was 80. How much? Eligible only was there, no? What is the total number of people who voted in the election? So voted was
20,000.
this is vote not voted and this is voted. So you have to find out 72 means how much? That's the question. So 14.4 equal to 2880. So 70 count 72 into 2880 divided by 1440. So answer is so 14,400. That option not matching here. Look.
सर टोटल 20,000 आएगा ना?
Total means I made error.
Sir, 14.4% of voters is equals to 2,880.
14.4%. So we want 72% or 80%? Because they
No,
ask
we know the difference.
what is the total number of people who voted in the election. This 20% of difference of like 20% is there between valid votes, because when they count the vote, right, it is all valid votes are there. Means those who voted, 72% voting were there. And the 72% voting, 60% voted for and 40% voted against. So difference with this two is 14.4%. So if you go with 100%, then it will come 20,000. Means like this one. It's 100%. Then how much? So in that case, I multiply this with 100, and answer will be what? 20,000. But this 100% is what? So 100 means this one, the total residents of the society. Out of that, 20% ineligible, 80% eligible. They ask, what is the total number of people who voted in the election? Right? So they ask.
That will be 20,000 only.
Means
Not that 100.
Also,
Just 14.4%. The difference is
percent
the
not. 15.4 is not a percent. It's a 20%. Let you understand. 20% of 72, right? That isn't it. 20% of 72. These are valid voters or those who have is voted because 10% of didn't vote. So remaining person vote means 8% not vote out of 100 and 72% voted. So 20% of 72 is there, right? That is 2880. Are you clear? This is relation. So let me assume 20% of x. So that is 2880. So x equal x into 20 upon 100 that is equal to 2880. So x equal to 2880 into 100 upon 20. So I can say this one x equal to 14,400. Now hope you understood. So I don't know what is, but the valid voting was X, right? X persons voted. So that's why first database is 10% of people did not vote in the election between two candidates, right? So that is the confusing data is there. The 10% goes with what? Means eligible not voted or total not voted, right? So let me leave this up because I have taken directly from website, right? So might not be data, some right wrong would be there, right? If you go with 20,000, right? Suppose total, like what is the total number of people who voted in the election? Suppose that is 20,000, right? Out of 20,000, right? 10% of the total people not voted, so that they have written, or 10% of the people, which people they have not written, means eligible people or total people of society. Hope so you are clear with this. This 10% comes from where? From total 10%, then this data will be different, and this will be 70, right? And once again, but 20% of x is 2880. This is my final line. This is what final line. So this is ineligible votes were there, means in vote they have done something wrong, or given two candidate, that they have taken 20. That is the confusing thing. Just if I take in that way, that ineligible is those who not voted. We got talk about voted only and voted. This is 10 and this is 90, right? And a total of 10% of residents were found to be ineligible. If you take about out of 90, 20%, that means 18, and remaining 72 was eligible. Once again came to same number, 72. And once again 18 point. Now how much is that? 20% no. So 20% of x equal to, what is that number? 2880. So that means x equal to how much? So 2880 into 100 divided by 20. So this answer is 14400. But this is what they asked 90%. So out of this one, right, we got 1440, that is total. So if they ask total resident of the society, we'll get some 90%. So 14400 upon 90% of 100. So we can say that this is 1690. Then also answer will come 16,000. Also, there is some error in this question. Hope so. Right, there might be some wrong. I have not checked the correctness of this one, possibly. Let me go with the next one. This one, if I find out next time, I'll clear it out. Means what is the right answer? I'll see that, and from that, we'll try that. What is the thing, right? So, sixth one. This might be easier. If you can understand this data, Aman can complete in 12 days. So in one day, he can do 1/12 of the work. Then next one is Vibash, right? Can complete in 16 days, so 1/16. And Chandan can complete, we don't know in how many days that work, we'll let it call in X days. So per day work is 1/X. All three get together, right? Complete the work in 6 days, means the addition is 1/6. So this is the case. So hope you can find like 48 is the LCM. So 4 is 3 is 48 upon X means that equal 1 upon X as it is. 48 is equal to 1 upon 8 upon 48. So this is 1 upon X equal to 1 upon 48. So X equal to 48 days. But we are not asked. We asked the share. And share always divided in the amount of the work done per day. So A is doing this much work, B is doing this much, and C is doing 1/48. If you take a ratio, then right 1. This is the amount they should share in 4:3:1 ratio. So total amount is 720. So divide in 8 equal part. Answer is 90. Right, it is what? 90. So what is the share of the Chandan? So he is taking one part of it. So his share is 90. This share is 93 and this is 94. Hope so understood. So let's go with the 7th question. This topic also we have covered last time. Right.
Twenty-four by 7.
Yes, 24/7. So how have you got it? I want to know.
25% of road in 4 days. So
Yes.
total was 16 for X.
Total you have taken 60 days. Okay, sir. So
Oh.
X days are. Okay, sir. This is days. Then Y
For Y, it is 1/3, so 12.
12. Okay. Then
And for Z, it is the same amount of time X and Y would take. So 1/16 plus 1/12.
okay. So we can do like this is not time, this is
Sir,
work.
1616.
1/6.
Ah,
See
1/6.
that you found separately. Right. But I want that you don't do that. That is very nice what you've done. But instead of that, look like this is the work done by X and Y per day. Yes or no? So this is 60 days are there, right? So we can say that
16, sir.
16. That's okay, 16. Very sorry. 16. Sure. So X is done by 16, means 1/16. Z is also doing the same work. Why? Because Z alone doing and X and Y both are doing. They're competing in the same time. So whatever work done by X and Y both together, same work is done by Z in the one day. and then they can come it together. So this is the work done by all three, and that is equal to 2 times 1 upon 16 plus 1 upon 12. So answer is this is 7 by 48. So it's called. So this is work done in a one day. So 24 by 7. This is the total work, means total time required by all of three. Hope so understood. So next question, try everyone.
Forty-six.
46. How you got it? Very nice. How you got 46?
First finding total weight of that given
Yes.
average and then adding.
So 45 into 80 plus 64, right? And divided by
19.
one more. 19. Also clear. Means there are 18 people, right? Plus 64 divided by 19. One more thing is that I like to tell you. Just you can do this thing. Means if this is nice math, no issue in this method. Right? But suppose average of 45 means we should think like that. Every student is having 45 kilogram weight. Now one people join with 64, so how much extra is bringing with him? So 64 minus 45, that makes 90. Means this is like extra 90 kilogram weight. As soon as he come in the class, right, total 19 students happen, and still average if I take 45, then 19 is still extra. So I'll divide 1 kilogram equally among the all 19 students. So all students' weight will be increased by 1 kilogram. That means average increased by 1. Understood? Everyone? Or not yet?
Yes.
What I say directly. No need to find out total also. If one person addition subtraction, you can do that. What you should do if somebody is coming in, then subtract from its weight, right? The average. Whatever extra thing left with, divide among the all new students. Right? If it is plus or minus, doesn't make sense. So divide equally among all new students. So if this is 19 left with, I'll divide 19 in all students. So that is 1 per head. And that makes 46. So sometimes this kind of sum doesn't require pen or pencil to use. You can do it directly. So question number 9. I'll repeat it. Look, suppose you can think in this way. The total means average of the whole class is 45 kilogram. 18 students were there. So I think that every student is having 45 kilogram weight because it's an average. Now one person added in with the 64. So I'll take it's 45 kilogram only. So I think that how much extra is bringing in 19 kilogram. Right? So this extra weight I'll divide among the all new students because now also is added in the class. So total number of strength is 19. So I divide this 19 kilogram extra among the all 19 students equal. And that makes 1 kilogram per head. So I'll increase the average from 45 to 46. Hope so clear. Right? So mix. What is the new thing is that if somebody is coming in, think like this. If somebody is coming in, difference of the what is coming in and average that you take and divide by the all new students. Suppose somebody is leaving, so don't worry. From that also remove the average and whatever plus or minus left with divide among the remaining student. So one person addition subtraction you can do directly. Means we can save some time here. So question number 9. Any answer? Question number 9.
3.
Instead of centimeter given, I got 11 millimeter, length 1, and length 2 will take 13 millimeter.
Sir, 4.
Yes. So when any two, 4 or 3, let us see that. So when any two are crossing each other, remember that when the two-person crossing or overtake, the relative distance they have to cover is addition of both length. So 11 plus 13, that makes 24 millimeter. And if they travel in opposite direction, the relative speed will be addition of the individual speed. And that is given 3 plus 5. And that is called 8 millimeter per second. And now if you want to find out time to cross, so relative distance upon relative speed, that is 24 by 8 means 3 seconds. So it takes them 3 seconds to cross each other. Very clear? Suppose they move in same direction. So in that case, your relative distance will be still 24. But the relative speed is the v1 minus v2 absolute value. So that makes 3 minus 5 absolute is what? 2. And in that case, time equal to 24 by 2. That is called 12 seconds. Means if they move in opposite direction, add their velocity. If they move in same direction, subtract their velocity. Right? But always.
But sir, length is in centimeter.
So I converted to millimeter, 11 millimeter and 13 millimeter. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
So next question.
Thirteen is to 15.
Okay, 13 is to 15, yes. So how you got it?
First, I took the ratio of their ages after 1 year,
Okay,
and then replace the variable with x plus y is equals to
very
74.
very nice. Look, present x plus y is 74 is there, right? I think in this way, your way only I thought, but I'm always opposing assuming some variable. So I think that if the ratio of the age is after 1 year, so the total age will become, there's addition of the both age will be 76. Because after 2 years, the age will be increased by 1 year. So total will be 76. This 76, I divide in the ratio 9 is to 10. That means I divide 19 equal part. So 76, I do this all in my mind. So 4. So this will be 4, this will be 4. That means this is 36 and this is 40. Right? So this is the age. Before a year, the age was 35 and 39. And before 9 years, their age was, so minus 9, minus 9. So that makes 24 and 30. Or you can do directly, from this age you subtract directly 10 years. Right? So, oh sorry, this is 26, right? So the ratio will be 13 is to 15. Also understood.
સર આના કરતા ઈઝી વે છે ને
હા બોલો ને.
એ લોકોએ પૂછ્યું છે 9 years ago.
હા
તો 9 years ago બંને એમ્પ્લોઈઝ માંથી 18 વર્ષ કટ થશે જે સમ છે એમાંથી.
હા એવી જ આવશે.
તો 74 minus 18 56 ઓપ્શન મેચિંગ કરી લો.
પણ 56 વખત રેશિયો બાય 15 ના આવજો.
હે
એટલે ઓપ્શનમાંથી જે ડિવાઇડ કરેલ એ તમે કહો છો કે ઓપ્શનમાંથી રાઈટ 13 કયા ઓપ્શન છે 7 is to 6 then 3 is to 2 then 4 is to 3 and then next one is that is also right. Which option divides 56? That you have to think. Right, like 7 in 6, that makes 13. So 56 by 13 is not possible. 3 plus 2, 5 not possible. This is possible. So there are two options are possible.
હા, પછી તમારે એલિમિનેશન ટ્રાય કરવું પડશે.
હા,
એ પછી પેલા 9:10 પર જોઈને એલિમિનેશન થઈ જશે.
You can do like that. No issue, right? It's fine. Your whatever your mind is comfortable to with that, right? I'm not against that. I'm just exploring the options and how we can do it, and that is also very nice. Okay. Next one. Anyone? Their payment and their work done per day, they're always in the reciprocal ratio. So if we go with this one, and this is right. So these are their days of first and second. This is for M and N, is also for M and N. Now I'll go with like option as you say that. Look, M takes 75 days more than N. That means difference of these two is 3. And actual difference is 100. So multiply with 25 get. So the n completed in 100 days and n completed in 25 days. You try with that. Is this answer 1 by 20? Because both of them together completed in 20 days. So if you just take LCM here 4, right? So it is 5 by 100 and that makes 1 by 20. So you got the answer. If not, then I will not try this option because difference between these two is 4 and 4 multiplied by what is 75 is complicated. This I can try with 3 and 3 into something is 75, so I can go with 25. So this is possible like 25 5s are and 25 2s are. But in this case, like this 25, this is 250. So 25 1s are and 25 5s are. So this will be 6 upon 125. This will never make 1 by 20. But as we got the answer in first, no need to explore other options. Are you clear? But I will not take variables because it might produce quadratic equation. And in that you have to factorize. So method will be longer. Hope so understood. So this thing, hope so I will remember that then payment or work done ratio is reciprocal of the days ratio. Everybody clear or explain again? Hope so clear everyone. So 12 number. So how to solve this amount of the lead in the error? So like 80 kilogram we divide in this ratio. So 7 plus 3, 10. The unit is having like 8 kilograms. So lead is here 24. Is also 7 plus 3, 10. We divide 50 by 10 is 5. So here lead is 35. Here is only lead. So answer is 59 kilogram. So in a alloy of and combined mass, it is 59 kilogram of lead. Hope so understood everyone. Clear everybody? 13 number question.
Profit of 5%.
5%. That's good.
Yes.
So how you got that 5%?
Sir, the markup price is we can say 1.4 of the price.
Yes. So, oh, look, one thing you do that, then you done right. But go with 100 rupees cost price. Whenever cost price,
Yes.
selling price comes out, then no. Or if cost price 100, you'll get very good benefit. Whatever you are doing, no. Keep on doing same thing. It will just save your time. Tell me now what is markup price if you assume 100.
140.
140. Now give discount.
Uh,
25%.
yes,
So what is 25% discount?
we can calculate 75% of 140.
Or you can say that like 25% is one fourth. One fourth of 140 means half and then half, 35. So that you subtract. That is better option. It's 105. Now this is your selling price. Now from here only you get your answer. Are you clear? Because cost
Yes,
price
sir.
100, selling price 105, so 5% is profit. So when you're doing selling price, cost price sums, make sure that you assume cost price as 100. Clear? Sure. What number?
$36.36.
Yes, very nice. 36.36. So what was the idea?
Uh, I assume 100 rupees of selling price.
Selling price is 100 rupees. Okay.
Yes, and the profit is 12%. So the actual cost is 88 rupees.
Uh, 88 rupees cost. Okay, chalo. Cost price is
And
88.
the new selling price is 120 rupees.
Yes, so new selling price is 120. Very good. So actual
I
profit is
divided,
120 minus 88. That is 20 plus 12. 32,
yes,
right? Upon
yes,
88. Very nice. It's right only. 25 and 11. Then you divide this with, right? You get your answer. So this is right. Because look, here idea is what, why to assume selling price? Because they have given that benchmark taken selling price by mistake. We never calculate profit on selling price, but they have calculated on selling price. So assume selling price 100, right? And profit is 12%. So this time from selling price is subtract 12 rupees. I'll get cost price. Right? This is the cost price. Now it increase by 20%. So that's very nice idea. This is the only good method. Don't assume variable here. So next one. Done, everybody? Everyone, 15 number? Any idea? Anyone, any idea? Look, this is 1,40,000 rupees. They're converted to 1,57,304 in 6 months, because 51 to 20 is for 6 months. That means, look, I can count in this 1,40,000 and directly amount into 1,57,304. If I subtract 1,40,000, so 17,304. This is roughly what I get. 2 years interest. It is compound interest. So we know that compound interest is not same for 2 years, because first year compound and simple is same, but the next year in compound interest you will get the one extra interest on previous year interest. So what you should do, that if it's a 2, these are the 2 3-month period, right? So divide this in 2 equal part, roughly. So if you can say that 2 8s are 16, 2 6s are 2 5s are, so roughly 8652. That means first year interest should be less than this one. I will go through the option. They have given 24, 6, 15, and 12. So I'll go with 10%. If I go with 10%, it is roughly 14,000. So next year will be also, it will be 14,000. And plus 10% of 14,000 will be 1,400. I'll not calculate. I can understand that this interest is more than 8,652. That means my answer of the interest should be less than 10%. And only one option that is called 6%. So I take that option. I'll not calculate in exam. But suppose you get a range, like suppose one more option given 5% and 6%, both are there. Then you calculate the 5%. If answer is coming, then fine. Not coming, then 6 you take. So one calculation required. Are you getting it, everyone? Hope so clear, everybody. So question number 16. This component test also we did it before 2 weeks, right? Principal is 12,000, right? And it is written that you have to find out the amount of the compound interest, right? What will be the compound interest on 12,000 at the same rate after 2 years? If there is 45% increase in the amount, if there in the 3 years at the simple interest, that means if 45% increase in 3 years, that means 15% increase per year. That I can say, because simple interest increase equally. That means rate of interest indirectly given 15%. So I'll find out 15% of this. So 10% is 1,200 and 5% is 600. So that makes 1,800. That is first year interest. Second year also 1,800 and once again 15%. So 10% is 180, 5% is 90. That makes 270. And this is the addition of the 2 years interest. So it is 3,600 plus 270. So 3,870. So this is the interest after 2 years. Hope so understood everybody. Should I explain again?
Yes, sir.
I'm not able to hear you clearly. Can you?
Yes, sir. Explain again.
Hello. It is written that there is 45% increase in the amount if it is kept at the simple interest. So simple interest is what? It increases equally every year. So if there is 45% increase means every year 15% increase. And that 15% is nothing but the rate of interest. Are you clear? So now I
Yes, sir.
calculate the component interest what's on 12,000, 15% is 1800 first year. Next year also on 12,000 I get 15%, but it's a compound interest. So I get interest 15% on this interest of 1800. So 15% of 1800 is 270. And now they ask 2 years interest on this, so I'll add this much. The answer is 3,600 plus 270, so 3,870. That is right. The compound interest after 2 years. Also clear.
Yes, sir.
17 number. Any answer in 17 number? Anyone? So like normally she rode the bus to her friend's house normally, but one day she cycled it, or when she was coming back, discovered that it took 20 minutes longer. So when you have to travel two same distance with different speed, this equation remember that distance upon slow speed minus distance upon fast speed that is equal to time difference. You can use this because distance upon slow will take more time and distance upon fast will take the less time. So difference is called time difference. I got this idea that time difference was 20 minutes, so I convert into hour. Distance was given 5 kilometer, 5 kilometer. While she was coming on cycle, we assumed that she was slow. On the bus, she was 5. Even it was given that the average speed of the bus and cycle, the ratio 3:1. So this is called 3x because this is called x. So if we go, this is 1 by 3. I take a LCM of 3. So 15 minus 5 upon 3x equal to 1 by 3. So 3 cancel out. So x equal to 10. So this is the speed of the cycle, and speed of the bus is 3 times x. So that is 30. We are asked only speed of the cycle only, so it is 10 kilometers per hour. Hopes understood. Should I explain again or clear everyone? All right. How do you go with the question number 18? So like distance is 50 kilometer and time he decided 2 hours. Is that? He could travel 20 kilometer in 1 hour. That means so remaining distance is now 30 kilometer and time taken is 1 hour. That means now remaining 1 hour is there. Right. But had to stop for 10 minutes to refuel. That means from 1 hour, that means from 60 minutes, he has to stop for a 10 minutes, the remaining is 50 minutes, which I divide with 60, I'll get hour. So now this much hour is left with 50 by 60, or I can say 5 by 6. This much time left with, and the final distance left with is 30. Right? Now what should be speed to cover or go on time? So distance upon speed, that is 30 upon 5 by 6. That is 36 kilometer per hour. So this must be speed, 36 kmph. Right? So now we have to compare that. Original speed was 20 and this is 30. So what should be the factor by you should increase the speed? So divide by 20. That means 1.8. So you should increase it by, or you should take to the 1.8 times. Right? The speed. Clear everyone? Any response?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now last two sums are left with, try to complete it.
Thirteen is to 7.
Okay, how you got that?
I took the difference, like a difference of 240 and 254,
Yes.
and difference of 254 and 280.
Very nice. So this is 280 and this is 254. You can do this. This is called variety number. Like first is
14.
two variety, like for A and B.
Yes.
Right. So difference of these two will go here. So 6, this 26, and difference of these two goes here. That is called 14. And you take this ratio. So that is called 13 is to 7. This is the ratio in which you should buy it. Right. So whenever you're having any mixture kind of sum, use this concept. The true price and the price of mixture. Take a ratio in opposite, means difference on opposite side. That's the ratio in which you should mix it. Good one. So 20 number.
$500.
500. Okay, let me see that. Because only possible option left with that is less than 690 is either 575 or 500. Other options are equal to and more than, right? But logic goes in this way that look, X cost price, let us assume 100, then it's selling to K at 15% profit. So if you add 15, so 115, and then you add 20% to this one. So 20% of this one is 23. That will go to X, K, and third one is what? M. Right? So that will be 8, 138. Now M is paying 690. Right? So what you should multiply to get this? That's your idea. So I hope so roughly 5 is up because 13 5s are 65. So that will be, this factor will be always an integer. What I've seen in different address examination. So what is the original? Original means then multiply with 5 here. 500. Right? You may have other approaches, but this is one of the approach that I've given. Right? You can keep on basic 100. Even they ask for K, I go with that 115 into 5. Sometimes they're asking in between, right? It's 575. Right? So K will pay 575, M will pay 690. This will pay, he will pay 500. Clear everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So hope so. This is clear, everybody, right? Now, when your companies are coming, means your actual things will be started. CRT will be started. Anyone? Anybody? From where companies are coming?
Sir, they are telling after June.
After?
After June.
After June. Or your entrance will be started after June.
Like that.
Like that will be there. So look, major portion what I've covered, right? Like in last 3 sessions. So we completed, like I started with the percentage. What I know in your entrance exam being basically percentage based sums, ratio based sums, time, speed, distance is coming, right? So I've given bit idea of all. Now you tell me that which area you are feeling it difficult because I have taught all. So I'll come up with the detail like, or otherwise should we keep on solving such kind of paper per session? Means what you feel it, right? That you like to do. How to send you material means should I send it to whom I should send you material? So there was a question about it. So
Sir, Teams में upload कर दीजिए. Teams पे.
I'm not means part of your teams. That is an issue. Otherwise today we could have done on teams only. So today I received 1 or 2 call. So from that on that number can I send? Means your coordinators were there. So I'll give you like 2 3 papers to solve. So next time we can do, and from that you give me idea that exactly what you want to learn in detail or in shortcuts. I last time 2 3 sessions. If you were there, I've given many detailed shortcuts of all such sessions, so that we can continue that. Right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So today, right now, we'll stop here, right? And somebody can guide me that on what number I should send material, or if you can give me some coordinator number, anything.
हाँ sir, 2 minutes sir. मैं chat में रखता हूँ.
Okay. So I'll send you PDF, right? Okay. Otherwise, I'll coordinate with the person to whom I have just talked with, and he will give me idea. Okay. So I'll send material. All right, everybody. So we'll stop here. Right. Bye, everybody.